Ontology testnet showing 5,000 TPS. KYBER network unveils new scaling solution. Coinbase to add Ethereum Classic. Justice Sun acquires BitTorrent. Matrix AI pushing for a lot of stuff. Course adds new fiat trading pairs. Singularitynet partners with giant called DEEPBRAINCHAIN. Let's go straight to the news. So maybe you are there in my community and you're watching my videos and you are skilled in one area or the other, maybe graphic design, artwork, or whatsoever. From time to time, when I look through the web and I find some information where you as a person, you could actually employ such a skill, I will bring that to you. Now, I see people who complain within the space that like many people are just going about and they are idle. They don't do a lot of things. There are lots of stuff you could do. So I will bring 3 opportunities before you now. One of them is SophiaTx. SophiaTx is basically a blockchain that is seeking to bring businesses on board. And SophiaTx is not just a concept, but it's actually a real product that is actually workable and all that. So what would they be doing? They are bringing a design contest where the winner, you can see the first place. The first place is going to get 10,000 SophiaTx. And how much is the coin today? The coin is trading about something like 30 cents and all that. So you could submit your artwork. The details, I will put the details in the link, and you have 15 days to do that, and you could become one of the winners. And then moving on, we have release for programmers. If you know about software debugging and all that, you can actually apply for the Lykke bounty program. The first prize $30,000, and the list goes on and on. You can actually apply, and even the Tron platform, the bug bounty is still on. Tron is offering $10 million to people who can actually discover bug on the platform. The EOS stuff is still going on. If you know about this stuff, you can apply for platforms like hacking. There are many platforms. Listen, this blockchain stuff is not we just coming to review platforms. No, we're coming to talk about stuffs so that you cannot invest in everything. Listen, I have covered over, if I'm not mistaken, over 600 videos on my channel. Over 600 videos on my channel. You cannot invest in everything. Some of them are news, some of them are ICOs, some of them are coins. You cannot invest in everything. Personally, I don't have much investment. I only have investment in few coins like Chain, platforms like Zero-S Protocol, LOOM Network, Ripple, and some few other coins. So you can invest in everything. So when we review platforms, if it applies to you, oh, okay, I know about software debugging. Okay, I could apply this in my business. Okay, I could do this. Yeah, you apply. So you're not to commit money to everything. There are things that we review so that you can actually adopt them for businesses. So if you know about software debugging, jump straight to this platform. If you are a web developer, the Matrix AI platform is actually offering a kind of design contest for their website, and they will be giving prizes. The first prize will be 5,000 man, and then 2,000 man. And you know, Matrix Network, you know how much that costs. So when do you have to do that? The deadline for submitting will be 24th of June. And this is the time, 12 a.m. Beijing time. Okay, so 24th of June, you have 10 days to submit that if you know about web programming and all that. And even there are times there are some platforms that put in for competition like this, and at the end of the day, maybe a lot of people put in for competition and maybe some person didn't win, only 30 prizes now. They can simply come and say, okay, we are compensating those who did not win anything but put. Maybe at the end of the day, may compensate each person who did not win but submitted like maybe 100 or sometimes 50. So rather than just let your skill die, there is tons of opportunity here. There's tons of opportunity here. So with that being said, with the tokens and all that, Ontology has actually signed a partnership with CARBLOCK, and they will be entering the industry, the automobile industry. Details can be found in the website. So what will Ontology actually be providing? CARBLOCK will build a transport data hardware based on blockchain technology and vehicle network intelligent hardware. The platform will combine ontology chain network model with CARBLOCK intelligent software and IoT solutions to efficiently and fairly circulate vehicle data within the system. CARBLOCK will use data to tap into the $1 trillion automobile market and create a brand new transport ecosystem. The main thing is the utility. If they can bring this, and then it's good. Now this is the details of the ontology testnet. It's a little bit technical and all that. Details of everything, but what the whole summary of this stuff is, the ontology platform was basically able, maybe I'm talking very fast, some person saying it first. The platform was able to output 5,000 TPS in testnet. That's great. And I've covered on ontology, the benefits that comes with it. You can build smart contracts. You can see the people behind it and all that. They are actually doing things. So if you are an investor, then keep up with it. And then there is the news that the KYBER network, KYBER network is a form of like a decentralized exchange. They are actually coming up with a new protocol that's an intersection between sharding and plasma, and they are calling it Gormos. So if I get more details, I've not actually taken time to research about this platform. If I get more details about this platform, we are going to bring that to you. Now, there is an article I wrote. I talk about crypto courtesan. Let me bring it to you. No. I've not yet published it. Sorry guys. I've not yet published it. Where is this news? Okay, I've not yet published the article. I was basically talking about crypto courtesan and a lot of stuff in this space. When I publish it, I'll put it in the link. Maybe in one of my videos. I'll make a video in it also. So let's move on. We have the LOOM network. So the LOOM network has actually released an SDK. So the SDK is basically not the normal software development kit, but it's a sidechain development kit. Now, I am an investor in LOOM network. I'm going big time in LOOM network. Now, I'm not covering LOOM network because I just want to cover LOOM network, or I'm not a shiller, I know that. I like platforms that build tools that will change the world. The goal of investing is two things: to make money and then to bet projects that will change the world. Listen, we have raised $10 billion already. We have contributed, we as investors have contributed $10 billion already. 10 billion. That is surpassing the whole of last year, 5 billion. Listen, what is being done? So one of the things I like about this platform is that they are trying to create an ecosystem. The very first approach they actually pushed for was this thing they call the crypto zombies. So the crypto zombie is basically a kind of Ethereum, a kind of game where people can playfully or gamefully learn programming Solidity. And according to the report, over 207,000 persons has used this platform. And I gave you statistics last time I was talking about this project. Now, after they've done that, they've now released an SDK, sidechain development kit. And then another feature about this platform, another tool they released was, let me open LOOM. What is the website? LOOM network. Another feature they released was delegate call. I've talked about crypto zombies. Feeding. It's a kind of platform where you can compile, test, and run Solidity code snapshots around the web. And then they're also in the process of developing SolidityX, a secure by default programming language that compiles directly to Solidity. And then you can go through the thing. Do they have a white paper? The answer is what? No. There is no white paper. We don't write white paper. Listen, when you think about it, white papers are, to me, white papers are even bullshit. Yeah. You have to sitting down and reading 40-page, 50-page white papers. Sometimes they are very technical. It's of no use to anybody. If you are offering product A and B, if the solution you are bringing is to solve problem A and B, make it simple. Give us a product. Those who want those who want to build on the platform, provide technical documentation. You can start building on the platform. Don't come and start explaining things like cryptographic proofs, things. How do you design secure hash algorithms? These are not for the investors. These are not for the investors. So when you write that in papers and you call that a white paper, and you are designing, you're writing things like public key infrastructure or how it works, you are putting complex stuff. You're not explaining this is problem, making it clear. And then this is the solution. Listen, if a platform cannot explain in simple words, the simple words that my grandmother can understand, if they cannot explain it, like my grandmother did not go to school, yeah. If they cannot explain it to my grandmother, they cannot. But Einstein said, if you can't explain it to a child, then you don't know it. If you cannot explain it in simple and plain English, and in the shortest possible time, then the platform has no place. You should be able to explain it in the shortest possible time and in the most easiest way. Then, if anybody's interested, maybe want to build upon it, you can start digging deep and all that. Not the ones. Let's move on. Okay, Coinbase has announced plans, and in the upcoming months, you would be seeing Ethereum Classic in their exchange. Now, those who know about this stuff know it takes time for Coinbase to add that. There is different software upgrades, configuration, and many other stuff and all that. So, when the announcement was made, it took the price to like 22% up. And then moving on, we have Repo SRP. Repo SRP, they actually brought a new kind of logo, and they are trying to do some rebranding and all that. And there are many concerns with like Repo. I've not really taken time to sit down and make a very concise overview of Repo, how the Repo ledger works, how the Repo protocol works, what is SRP and all that stuff. Well, I will take time and make some videos. But one of the things I want you to know is, in while growing up, I was hearing. I'm going to tell you this as a story. I was hearing some reports about some group of persons. It's a kind of institution, and it went everywhere, viral and all that. Until one of the day I came in contact with this group and I began listening to them, what their proposition is, what everything they stand for and all that. And I discovered that the reports and the stories that I and other persons have heard have been peddled. Now, we live in a world. When you go outside, the news that says the president of a country just signed a deal to bring $20 trillion worth of investment into the country, it's not going to make headline. Nobody's interested. But if there is a news out there that gives a report and said the president of XYZ country is involved in sexual scandal, or is linked to kind of horrific and bad news, it says fast. People do not take the time to verify what they hear. People do not take the time to verify that what they hear before they spread it to others. So you see, person A heard something from XYZ, and then he tells person B, and then person B tells person C, then C, D, and then it continues, and it's not verified. Now, when you're looking at blockchain systems, blockchain is an immutable data, public data. Anybody can verify. But the wrong part of blockchain is, if the data that we're entering the blockchain, if it is not correct, it becomes a problem. And if the data we're entering to the blockchain is not a data we want to enter into the blockchain, it becomes a problem. You saw the hack that happened with Apple, where there are pictures of celebrities were leaked out. There was some, they moved the token and they said the websites that have those pictures should be taken off. But what about if it's in the blockchain? So when you're looking at blockchain, say, listen, blockchain is not going to stop crime. Blockchain is not going to stop crime. Just take it. Blockchain is not going to take cheating away from humans. Blockchain is not going to make humans more trusted. Listen. Human resistance is in thousands of years. Humans have evolved. Humans. But there are things that have not changed with humans. Emotions like greed, anger, unhappiness, suicide, envy, jealousy. Is blockchain going to solve them? Do you think so? So, I am the opinion, if it is coin XYZ, let's be honest, Ripple, Bitcoin is just for speculation. You may not be happy at this video, but the truth should be told. Who is using Bitcoin? And what are they using it for? What is the cost? Can you freeze Bitcoin? What about if I make a payment and the other party doesn't deliver what we... These are the things that we have to consider when it talks about real-world applications. There are many things we should consider. You see, most of the times we said, oh, these problems are going to be faced. We're going to face them. I'm not against Bitcoin, but the truth should be told. The truth should be told. You see, we live in a generation where a person is not doing well, and we are being told, maybe by motivational speakers or whatsoever, oh, don't tell people that you're not doing well. Just share people up. And you keep sharing people up, and they're not doing well. So what happens? You share them to the early grave. You share them to failure. If a person is not doing well, there is the way we talk and say, my friend, you're not doing well. You're not doing well. Sometimes you just need to you need to lay off some persons from their place of work. Yeah, you just need to lay off some persons from their place of work. There is a time to be soft on people. There is a time to just tell them, listen, this is it. When you look at the Bitcoin system, let's face it up. Let's face it. You can use this stuff. You can use it. You can use it for the real world. You can use it. Look at the consensus mechanism. The proof of work. See, this thing is not sustainable, my friend. It's not sustainable. Sometimes we fight change most times. Yeah, we fight change. When Bill Gates and other persons, the people who are involved with either software development, operating system, and personal computing came, they told them, it was not IBM or one of those companies said, I think you're going to sell less than, is it? I can't even forget, but I think they told them that they're going to sell less than 1,000 computers in a year. But what actually happened? It became clear to them later that they underrated it. You hear of Warren Buffett talking about how he missed out on companies like Amazon and Google. We feel relaxed most times. But one of the things I want to tell you is that a lot of persons are entering the space. From the academic field, from those who have entrepreneurial backgrounds, who have built businesses, to institutional money, government, name it. People are entering the space. Novice, newbies, and all that are entering the space. Listen, I only heard of the Netscape browser. I am 22. I only heard of the Netscape browser. I have never used it. I don't even have it on my system. I don't even know if it is downloadable. Or what was the first medium for people to access web pages? The first browser was this place. Do you know that? Do you know which platforms are offering search before Google came in on the scene? Do you know which platforms were offering social connections, social communication like Facebook before Facebook came into the scene? Do you know the companies that platforms like Amazon displaced? As an investor, I'm beginning to learn things by the day. The investments, I make mistakes. There are things I overlooked and know that. But I'm beginning to see certain patterns. I'm beginning to learn outside even this space. What is going to help every single person is to constantly start facing reality and educating yourself. By the time you start facing reality, you start educating yourself. The mistake you made yesterday, you're not going to make them today. You begin to open to reality, and you say, wow, yeah, this is reality. Yeah. This thing cannot work. I am hoping that Bitcoin's problem are fixed. The problems are just too much. We've said a lot. Let's move on, guys. So, DEEPBRAINCHAIN has entered into a partnership with Singularitynet. In case you're not aware of a platform called Singularitynet, so Singularitynet is kind of the platform that is that created the most expensive and the first robot that was granted citizenship, called Sophia. So Sophia has been granted citizenship in Saudi Arabia, and it's one of the biggest projects out there. So they are partnering with Singularitynet, and Singularitynet will utilize DEEPBRAINCHAIN AI cloud service to offer the necessary level of computational power to anyone using the SNet Singularitynet service. And you can see DEEPBRAINCHAIN recently rolled out their group, their miners. So things are actually happening. And then we have the news that Coins, a cryptocurrency exchange, has actually added new token trading pairs. So what does that mean? It's simple. It means that you'll be able to trade any of these 10 crypto in cash. And I don't know if it will be soon. I don't know if it's not going to be soon. But one of the things I believe, with the rise of stable coins, Bitcoin is going to be decoupled. Many coins are going to be decoupled from Bitcoin. Yeah. If you see coins, if you see Bitcoin go up, you see the price of crypto going up. You cannot have almost 2,000 crypto hanging on the fate of one platform. That is what we call centralization. So there's going to be a decoupling. You are seeing Binance offering this trading in fiat. You are seeing Bitrace seeking to offer fiat trading in certain states in United States. It's going to only continue. You are seeing the rise of stable currencies, stable coins. Listen, it's life. If you are working and there is someone who is running, someone is going to outpace you. The person is going to outpace you. There are different mode of movement today. Yeah, you have the aeroplane. You can choose to take the bicycle. You can choose to take the motorcycle. You can or the motorbike. You can choose to go by car. You can choose to go by plane. You can choose to go by the ship. You can choose to go by the rail. There are various forms of transportation today. Listen, it all depends. Each of them comes at cost, and each of them has its own positive sides. Some are faster, some are costlier. You know that. It all depends. And then moving on, the last thing you want to talk about is THEKEY. So THEKEY has actually signed up a partnership, and I like projects like this, even though I have no investment in THEKEY. But are they doing something with the blockchain stuff? Yes. If they are doing, why don't we talk about them? Yeah. A lot of crypto today is directed on how do people make money with it. No. With already authorized validated government personal identity data for 210 million Chinese across 66 cities. THEKEY will provide an integrated solution for identity verification, medical terms standardization, and claim process automation to TAIKANG in support of direct and rapid online settlement of medical insurance. 210 million. Let's open a calculator. I want to put the China's population to 1.3 billion. Oh, sorry. 1.3 billion. Divided by 210 million. And it's talking about 6%. No, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, that is 1/6 of the population. If I'm to put it like that, 1/6 or 1/50. If you want to put this, maybe 1/6 is okay. 1/6 of the population. 1/6. Listen, 1/6 of the population is using this platform. Do you know, guys? it sucks from me to go from place to place and be handing over my identity. Do you know how many forms I have to fill online if they ask for my identity? Oh, take your passport, hold it close to your face, fill your latest bank account details, your utility bill, your this. I'm like, your password and all that. Listen, it's tiring. If you are bringing a solution, and the solution is not a solution that is just on paper, not just on paper, but you have 210 million users. My friend, the reason why many crypto projects will die is because nobody is using them. They may have 20 years in price, but I want to assure you, if the value, the customer base they have now, and the one they will have in XYZ amount of time or years, it's not equal to the 20s in price they had, they will die. Listen, start telling yourself the truth. And when you want to invest in project now, you will start asking for questions like, what is your product? How unique are you? You will start asking questions like, do you have an MVP? You want to start asking questions like, okay, this MVP and all that, who is using the platform? What is your plans for expansion? You want to be asking questions like, how do you intend bringing people? Okay, you are looking at the platform that is seeking to, we want to do this to merchants. We want to help merchants buy this. We want to help merchants with remittance. And you're asking them like, how do you make money? It's how they make money is not clear. How do you plan to onboard users? It's not clear. You make tennis? Yeah, my friend, you could invest in the ICOs. Everything is running on hype now. You could invest in the ICOs. You could do that, but be very careful so that you don't get bumped. I have said a lot, guys. If this content has been helpful, please subscribe. Have a good day.